Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into another edition of Deportes Nation. I'm Alex Parra. Today at Katy International Sports Complex with a very special guest. She's one of the players for the Sul Ross State women's soccer team, the Lobos. I welcome in Deserie Herrera. Miss Herrera, how are you?
Pretty good. And yourself? How you doing?
Melting in the heat.
Oh, so am I.
Yeah.
Hope you can tell.
Tell us a little bit about Sul Ross. Where's Sul Ross State University?
Sul Ross State University is in a little old town called Alpine, Texas. It's a little bit out of nowhere. It's like 3 hours away from El Paso and 2 hours away from Odessa. Not many people know where it's at, but I can tell you it's a beautiful place.
So what got you to this university in particular from El Paso? That's where you went to high school.
Yes, at East Lake High School. Honestly, Coach reached out to me. It's a funny story, but that's his story to tell, not mine. He'll tell you eventually. And he just recruited me. It was one cold night. It was snowing out there, and he just liked the way I played, and from there we kept in contact.
What drives you to continue to better yourself and be a student athlete? There's always a balance, right?
Yes.
Because you're traveling right now. You're 8 hours away from campus. You've got 2 or 3 days away, but you still have to keep up with your studies.
Oh yes, sir. As he says, student athlete. You're always a student first. If you don't have those grades, you can't play. So I like to think that our teachers and our professors are very opening, like hands open and welcome. They work with us a lot, and it's just kind of like you have to be independent on yourselves and be on top of it on yourselves. Thankfully, we have a lot of teammates that are really studious and really like to study and really keep us on track regardless. So it's just kind of like on your own, you kind of know that if you don't have those numbers, those proper numbers high enough, that you really can't play and enjoy the sport we love. So it's kind of like in the back of your mind regardless when you're playing, like, hey, I know you don't want to, I know you're tired, you're exhausted, you just had practice or whatever, but you have to get that assignment done.
Sabemos que ser latina o no ser latina es secundario, pero hay varias latinas en este equipo.
99%.
Y eso habla mucho primero de la cultura latina y nuestra afinidad, nuestro cariño al fútbol. ¿Cómo entraste tú a jugar este deporte tan bello?
Empecé cuando tenía 4 años y mi papá y mi mamá jugaban los dos ahí de fútbol.
Sí.
De ahí me trataron de cada deporte y pues el primero fue fútbol y de ahí me regresé al fútbol. Y pues desde ahí me encantaba, me enamoré de este deporte y sigo jugando hasta este día. Y cada día le pido gracias a Dios a mis papás que me entrenaron y entrené con niños, no estaba tan fácil. Mi papá era mi coach, so tampoco no era tan fácil como que te la voy a dejar. No, más te vale, carajo, que vas a estar ahí.
¿Cómo ves las oportunidades en este momento para latinas? Hay varias latinas que te están escuchando en este momento, que están en junior high, que están en high school, que un día quieren estar donde estás tú. ¿Qué consejo tienes para ellas?
Entiendo que está bien difícil y a veces se mira como que no vas a llegar, pero síguele echando ganas, síguele. Cuando digas que no quieres practicar, practícale. Todos modos, si es unas cosas nomás jugar con una pelota, tú sola con una pared, tu pared va a ser tu mejor amigo, pero síguele echando ganas. Necesitamos más latinas aquí jugando fútbol y la verdad, no te digo que va a estar bien fácil. Hay unas cosas que sí, o sea, sí te afectan de día, sí te afectan con el mental, pero sí se puede. O sea, sí estamos, aquí en mi equipo somos 99, una güerita, pero de corazón, ahí está latina. Mi güerita está latina de corazón. So, sí se puede, aquí somos proof, aquí, de Sul Ross State University, que aquí estamos. So, no hay razón que ustedes se van a rajar. Síguele, aquí te queremos jugar, aquí te queremos esperar.
Desiree, before we wrap up, as you see women's soccer continuing to grow in this country, more opportunities. We have the NWSL, even though the national team didn't win a World Cup. Are you seeing more opportunities in general for women's sports and women's soccer in particular?
Yes, it's getting better, don't get me wrong, but I feel like we can still progress more. Like, we could most definitely do more about it. And yeah, you didn't have to bring up the U.S. national women's team losing, man. That hurt my soul.
But it's about getting better and
Yes,
accepting
most
also
definitely.
that the rest of the world is getting better.
Most
Look
definitely.
how many teams in Latin America, in Europe, in Asia are improving. To me, that means the world game, the women's world game is getting better.
Our football education is definitely getting better all around the world. It's great to see. It's crazy to see that, I'm always going to cheer for the United States by heart, but I like to see that competition. I like to see other people competing with one another. Like, that competition is what thrives everyone, is we're going to keep people going and get better. And at the end of the day, I wouldn't consider it a failure that they lost.
Sure.
It's just a little lesson learned. All right, let's pick it up and get better.
We did this in Spanish, but for any young people, boys, girls that one day want to play college soccer, what advice do you have for them? And specifically, if you're in high school now, how can you become a student athlete? You said it earlier, and I think it's true. You're a student first.
Yes, it says it on the name, student athlete. If you don't have those grades, you can't play. You have to have those grades. And the C gets degrees is not it. You have to get B's and above because you don't want to be on borderline. You want to be on top. You want to be better than everyone. And coaches, a lot of coaches look at grades. You might think that it's like just a little lie to get people to get teachers to get you better on those grades, but it's 100% true, and it helps you in the long run, like with scholarships and all that. But as I said it in Spanish. It is difficult. It's a difficult role. It's not only physically but mentally and emotionally hard. But there's no reason why you're not capable of doing it. 100%, I believe in you. Whoever your family believes in you, regardless. If you think nobody believes you, I believe you, and that should be enough. You believe in yourself, and that should be enough. You got it. You got it. Just keep working.
You heard it from Deserie Herrera. Deserie, it's an honor to meet you. Thank you for stopping by Katie International. Good luck to you this season and the rest of your college career. And look, you're a role model to me, and I'm an old man, but I know there are so many more young people that'll be following your footsteps and making our soccer world better. So Deserie, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You.
So there you have it. Deserie from Sul Ross State University. I'm Alex Parra. Thank you for joining us on this, what we call Deportes Nation.